Pregnancy can be tough. When you're pregnant, there are a lot of things that you should definitely consider. A healthy and balanced diet must be at the top of your priority list, but we all know that pregnant or not, consuming healthy food and planning your meals comes with a heavy price tag. That's why I'm happy to share with you how to stay healthy during your pregnancy, even when you're on a budget. I'll talk about the budget-friendly and cheap healthy meals that you can incorporate into your diet to make sure that you're getting all the nutrients that you need during this special time of your life. So if you've clicked on this video, it means you want to have a healthy pregnancy. Then listen closely as I'll be giving some tips on where and how you can achieve this even without spending too much. The first thing that I want you to take note of is that it's more advisable to prepare and plan your meals at home. Besides the fact that it is more convenient, you will also be aware of what you're eating and you can choose exactly the food you can and want to eat. You can also save a few bucks by making your healthy budget meals at home compared to when you get those that are ready-made. So your next question must be, well, how can you exactly do that? It's very important to have a shopping list. This list will help you to include everything that you'll need in preparing your cheap meals. In this video, I will be mentioning some of the most important nutrients that your body should receive in order to achieve a healthy pregnancy. First is folic acid, or folate. You can often get this from chickpeas, lentils, spinach, Brussels sprouts, romaine lettuce, and asparagus. Next is calcium. Calcium can be obtained from leafy greens such as kale and collard greens. You should also take in dairy products such as cheese, yogurt, and milk. In order to get these at a much more affordable price, you must consider getting those with off-brands. As long as you consume the right amount of all the food you need, brands don't really matter. You should also be getting adequate amount of iron. You can find this in ground beef, kidney beans, chicken liver, sardines, clams, mussels, mollusks, oysters, chicken, tuna, turkey, and potatoes. You also need to get good fats, which you will find in peanuts, peanut butter, oil, and eggs. You have a ton of options to choose from when making a meal plan. You do not necessarily have to get all of this, but each nutrient that I've mentioned will have to be present in your healthy budget meals. You can buy some of these foods in cans, which will be cheaper, but I want you to keep in mind that too many canned foods are also not good if you're aiming for a healthy pregnancy. They usually have too much salt or sugar, so beware. Also, if you're worried about the price of meat, then I can assure you that there are cheaper cuts of meat such as a chuck steak, lamb shanks, and brisket. They're not the most tender meat out there, but hey, you can surely make healthy budget meals with them. As for the dairy foods, like what I said earlier, you can opt to buy the smart price milks and dairy products. They'll all give you what you need, no matter the brand. As you might have noticed by now, you should definitely develop a liking for fruits and vegetables, as they'll give you and your unborn child all the nutrients you need during your pregnancy. It is best to get your fruits and vegetables at your local market or street market because it is certainly much cheaper that way. Again, they are all the same and will offer the same quality as those that are pre-cut. And if you're someone who is specifically a vegetarian or a vegan, well, you're in luck, as we have a supplementary playlist on plant-based diets. So no matter what your preferences are, we've got you covered. Moving on, we're seeking to make healthy budget meals that will obviously include cheaper ingredients. Moving forward, you can also save so much money and energy if you bulk prepare your budget meals. You can cook once and make sure that there will be extra portions for your next meal. That way, you'll not have to cook every time you have to eat. You can even prepare some of your cheap healthy meals in advance and then just freeze them so that you can be more organized and you'll be able to see what healthy meals you have for the rest of the week. Now, if you're wondering if it is necessary to consume meat every day, then the answer is no, it's not necessary. You can have a number of meat-free meals in a week as long as you get adequate nutrients from other food sources. Meat is not the only food that will give you protein. With all of that being said, the next thing that I want you to know is that you should buy your supplies for your healthy budget meals in bulk. That way you can get the cheapest price there is and you'll have enough food and ingredients for the rest of the week. Yes, I recommend that you stock up on food supplies that will last you at least a week. And I want to add that it's very important to plan your budget meals in advance. I also have a few more tips before you go shopping. Other than having a shopping list, I think it's best to shop in the evening or at the end of the day because you will likely have a better bargains during this time. And please, this one has tricked most of us already, and that is shopping on an empty stomach. Please avoid going to the store on an empty stomach, as this will increase your chances of buying more food than you need. For sure, that will also result in throwing out foods, and ingredients might go bad because you're not able to cook or use them. Planning your budget meals will not only make it easier for you to decide what to eat, but it will also help you get a variety of nutrients nutrients through different combinations of food. If you're interested in how you can make a meal plan, then there are numerous ways in which you can do that with the help of the internet. You can also seek some help from your doctor on what foods you should incorporate into your meals. A healthy pregnancy is honestly not easy to achieve, as you'll have to look out for a lot of things. There's also more to keep in mind because the journey is about your baby and yourself. Your health must always be your top priority in any circumstance, I must say. You might already be thinking of the many costs that come with your pregnancy, and in order to take care of all of that, you should remain healthy. Most of us will always say that it's hard to be healthy if we're on a budget, but there are tons of options out there to make things work, to make sure that we stay physically and mentally fit, even with just a limited amount of money. I hope that you've learned something from this video, and I really wish for your healthy pregnancy. At the end of the day, all your expenses and efforts in planning and making sure your pregnancy will turn out alright will all be worthwhile. Once again, you should not really stress yourself out about having a healthy lifestyle, even if you are on a budget, because it really is not as complicated as what other people are saying. Just take in one piece of advice at a time that I've mentioned throughout this video. Also, if you're interested in seeing more content like this, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and click on the like button. You should also click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I have a new video. Thank you for staying with me. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!